And here we go from Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 11.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check 9. Flag! 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Check 52. 21. You draw quarters.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. 180!
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And his pass incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away.
That's fucking defense, baby. That's fucking defense, baby. Hell yeah. That's fucking defense, baby.
Suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Double dog, that's the way.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's close.
It's like the Super Bowl, Richard Sherman. Get that ass toasted, nigga.
Inside the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the toss, it's Gurley.
Excuse me.
That one good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to take this one in.
Touchdown. Fuck out of here.
A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. Nowhere to
Come
escape.
in, little man. Aaron
Donald
fucking Donald, nigga.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed
Give me
him
that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this across midfield.
Oh, shit.
48-yard line.
Come on, stop playing. Dexter know how to play this fucking game. Dexter know how to play this fucking game. Come on, man. Dexter know how to play this shit. Dexter know. Fuck he thought he was. Throwing the fucking run. Yikes. Yikes.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Gall. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Relax. You're going to get there.
The pick up there. Move the chains. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tiger.
From the 27, Goff escaping the pressure right.
Oh, nah.
And
I pressed the wrong fucking button.
A lot of
That's
contact,
crazy.
no call, and it's
Never do
third
that
down.
again.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in
That's
the end,
almost
unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Nah, everything I literally pressed
So
the
the
wrong
failure
button.
to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
How to let go of that shit.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This from 44 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit a partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here's Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders.
Almost had him.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Here we go. Watch the screen. Pass.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So that's complete to Cooks. Brandon Cooks, touchdown LA. Brandon Cooks, 66 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Garoppolo, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo on first down. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Ah, shit. Yo. 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 This break is brought to you in part by Uber Eats. Nah.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now Gurley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hold on. Check.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Gone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Should have made him fucking...
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Hey.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning. Brandon Cooks, he's at the 30. Touchdown, Allen.
You got to be kidding me, Pop.
Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams take on to their advantage.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score.
No. Sorry, man. Sorry. Yo! He just quit! Yo! He just quit! Yo! Yo, son, if y'all looking into the stream, bro. If y'all watching the stream, McCray just hung up the jack. He say he lost power? Yo, the nigga say he lost. No. I'm not jacking it, bro. I'm not jacking it. Nigga said, yo, he ain't lose no fucking power, bro. Yo, son, I'm done. I've done all I need to do. McCray, I'll never play you again. You trash, boy. Woo, signing off. Y'all for tuning in to this ass whooping.